Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? Because they intend to change history. They do not want any specific national identity. And believe it or not, this will transcend into all races, okay? They don't want white people. They do not want black people. They don't want Irish people. They don't want Italian people. They don't want Germans. They don't want any of this shit. Because with national identity and actual race, there are things that ground us in an identity. And they have to remove that identity in order to create a one world government that has no national pride and nothing to hang on to. So this is about the erosion of culture intentionally. It just happens to be pointed at white people right now. But eventually it's going to be all history is erased. And if we use this as an opportunity to come together, it could actually be the catalyst to squash racism once and for all. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society. And welcome to motherfucking reality, guys. Today we have Andy and DJ.
Cruise the internet.
That's right. Hey, that was good, man.
Yeah, I can't pop the stitches.
Now listen, DJ's been on the injured list this week. We don't say disabled list anymore. We say injured list because that's offensive.
It's culturally inappropriate.
Yes. And we was listed as questionable, but
hey,
it's game time decision, and here he is.
Here I am, man.
So he's gonna give it what he has.
Give it everything I got.
How you doing, dude?
Dude, it sucks.
Oh, really? Because I thought
suck.
you said, didn't we have a clip of him saying?
I mean, hopefully by Thursday I'm fine. That's my hope.
I don't think this is a 2-day thing. Didn't you just get this done?
Yeah, he should be fine.
Yeah, I should be fine by Thursday.
If he's not a bitch, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
If he's a bitch.
So no CTI this week.
Bro, listen, I will come in. Listen, I will come in tomorrow and fucking record it.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, we can record something tomorrow.
You won't be doing cardio an hour after your shoulder surgery.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll come in tomorrow. We can try to record something.
Yeah.
No, Madot was hyping me up, man. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
But
so you're taking back what we just showed everybody.
Bro. Listen, this shit ain't no fun. It ain't no fun at all. No, dude, and I was high as shit coming off the surgery too.
Really?
Yeah, I got a video. I didn't even know I took this video, but I got this video here.
That's you?
This is me.
All right, let's see.
As soon as they wake me up.
Bullshit, bro.
I swear to God, bro, I don't even remember taking this picture.
I remember that. You said that to me.
No, I sent this one.
No. You sent one.
I sent this one?
You sent one of those to me.
Oh.
You look like you're hurting there, bro.
Yeah, bro, listen. I don't remember this video. It was so interesting. Like, that was my first time ever getting put to sleep.
Yeah, was it like I told you?
It's like exactly how you told me.
You count down and then all of a sudden you're over?
No, he didn't even make me count down. First he asked me, he was like, hey, man, you ain't got no guns or nothing on you because I'm about to tranquilize your ass. That's what my doctor, he's super cool. Dr. Gray is his name. And I'm like, no. And he's like, all right, well, you about to feel it.
I got a gangbanger here. You got any weapons?
I swear to God, that's what he asked me. He was like, you got any weapons? I'm like, no, man, we're good. He's like, all right, we're night. And then sure shit, I was out.
Yeah.
I woke right back up.
Yeah.
Super weird experience, man. Super weird. But yeah, this shit sucks. It sucks.
Well, you're doing all right. We got to do service to the people.
Hey man, listen,
We all got to make sacrifices.
Got my throat coat, so we should be good to go.
I bet you like that throat coat.
Hey, listen, it works.
That's your new favorite shit, huh?
It does work.
Yeah.
It does work.
I mean, I'm pretty sure right before the
coated.
show started, you said, I love me some throat coat.
Hey man, listen, whatever's necessary to get the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, sometimes you gotta coat the throat.
Throat is coated.
All right, man. So what's going on?
What's up with the shades?
Oh shit.
No, leave them. I like them.
Oh, okay.
I like them. It's a move. It's different. Yeah.
You know, I'll be like every other wannabe podcaster now because Tate wore his glasses.
Oh,
Now I've got all these little dudes wearing their glasses and shit.
No, we just need the headphones.
Nah, bro,
man.
I came right in from my outside cardio.
It is a beautiful day outside.
And I was in the back checking on the fellas back there and running around. See, people don't realize, like, I come straight off the battlefield right in to do the show, you know?
You're not like in your basement somewhere, just you know, doing shit on a
You know what I
Thursday.
figured out too, though?
What's
I figured out why most people struggle with their content.
What is that?
Well, you know, I watch all these people make content on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed something that's very profound.
Mm.
Once they get like a really expensive microphone and a headset, their content just gets exponentially better.
That's it. That's
yeah,
how. You,
and they go down the road and now they become Joe Rogan.
Mm. So that's what. So we got the fucking mics.
Yeah,
we just need the
We're
headphones.
missing the headsets.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Joe.
This is the new thing on the internet, man. You know, every single person that has something to say.
They're not even plugged in. I guarantee it,
bro.
They're just there.
Guys, I just got to leave you with this. It's not the microphone. It's not the microphone. It's not the headset. It's what the fuck you're saying. Okay? And because you don't say anything that means anything, and you say the same shit that everybody said 4 gazillion fucking times, that's why nobody's listening.
Yeah.
If you speak about things that mean something to you and that resonate with you, and I'm giving you some free fucking game here. It's not the microphone. It's not the headset. It's not the backdrop with the neon or whatever the fuck you guys think it is.
They all have a neon sign.
Bro, I know. Every clip on the internet is become this now. Okay? And it makes me feel ridiculous because I'm making fun of the way my clips look on the internet. But I've been doing this since 2015, man.
Yeah.
So I feel like I got a little bit more to say. But guys, the gear isn't going to make your message resonate.
Mm-mm.
It's going to be, do you care about it? And that shit that you want to talk about, that you're afraid to talk about, that's the shit you should be talking about. And if you want your content to resonate, that's what's going to make it go. People on the other end of the microphone in their ears can hear whether you give a shit or not about what you're talking about. So there's a little free game for you.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Doesn't matter the microphone. It doesn't matter the suit you're in or the outfit or whatever the fuck you think it matters. It's what you're saying. And do you care about it? And the reason nobody cares about what you're saying is because you're not saying anything that you care about and they can feel it. So stop. You know, you see people do things and you try to be them. You try to emulate them. You're like, dude, it's not that.
Be you.
Be authentic. Talk about the shit you care about. Talk about the way you want to talk about it. Don't become one of these drama people that just says clickbait shit. After a year, no one will listen to what you say.
Yep.
Be real.
If you don't care about it, don't talk about it.
Dude, it's just, look, man, it's part annoying, okay, but I part understand it because, like, I know all these people out here trying to, you know, do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing is like, if you really want people to listen to you, bro, have done some shit in your life that makes you credible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this talking head, there's so many talking heads. Like, it makes me want to just quit. It makes me want to, like, just quit the internet. Like, but I can't because I'm too fucking good at it.
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
You are pretty good at it.
So what's up, man?
What's going on, man? Guys,
Nothing.
Don't forget to pay the fee.
Yeah.
Don't be hoes.
Yeah, and you don't got to practice saying real shit instead of practice saying weak shit into some expensive microphone and headset. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, that's
fucking, you take that to the bank, you'll start fucking actually getting to the bank.
It's the 8th wonder of the world right there.
Yeah, I know.
But let's get into it, man. Before we get to our main headlines, I know you like dogs. You like animals.
I love dogs. I love dogs more than anything else in the world.
Yeah, and listen, I have a heart for them as well. I have a spot in my heart for them too. I love animals. But did you see that Biden's dog?
Yeah.
He's f***ing shit up right now.
Well,
But now listen, now I think most people will read this and be like, oh, that dog. He's bitten like 24 people.
Well, okay. I think the question is, who has he bitten?
Well, he's bitten a bunch of people. A lot of Secret Service guys. You know, but
only the bad ones.
Well, so that's my kind of like conclusion I'm getting to, because then they post this picture of him. And the motherfucker does look kind of crazy. It does look kind of crazy. Now, I think what's happening here, bro, that's a cry for help.
Well, dude, he's like, I'm surrounded by idiots all fucking day.
He doesn't want the tyrants, bro.
Bro, none of these people pay attention to that guy. Like, these people are all pieces of shit. Yeah, they don't give that dog any attention. They're not out playing with them. They don't train him. That's a working class dog. You have to, you know this.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, bro. Your DJ's mainly a fucking dog trainer. Like, partly. Like, fucking bro, these are working dogs. Like, if you don't give them a mission, you don't train with them, they become destructive.
Bite the shit out of you. That's what they're gonna do.
This is why people don't. This is why inexperienced owners shouldn't have dogs like Rottweilers and German Shepherds and fucking pit bulls or American bulldogs. Because, bro, if you do not work with them and do not get the energy out of them, they are destructive.
Yeah.
And people are surprised. It's like, bro, dogs got to have a mission too.
Exactly.
You know what? Did you know that?
Like, imagine your owner walking around just shitting himself all day. That's supposed to be you, bro. Like, of course he's gonna be pissed off.
Yeah, he's like, you're taking my spot,
dude. Wait, he gets blamed for it. That's why he's biting everybody, bro. They're blaming him for Joe Biden's shit.
I'll take him. He can come live with me. I guarantee you.
I wonder what they're gonna do with him, bro. Because I mean, like, I don't know if they're gonna remove him out or
by me.
You know,
bro, Cobus didn't even bite me.
No, yeah, and see, like, that's a true fur missile there.
Yeah, he bites everybody.
He fucking bites. He hates
that's
everybody.
all he does is bite people.
But he likes you for some reason.
He does.
You know. But yeah, man. So I don't know. I just thought that. I wanted to see your take on that.
Hey, man. Commander, come live with me, bro. I'll give him a good life. You know that I saw this clip on the internet and it made a lot of sense. Did you know that a day of a dog's life is, I never did this math, but a day of a dog's life is equivalent to a week of a human life.
Really?
Yeah.
That because of the 7-year thing? Yeah.
So think about that.
That's wild.
So, like, your dog every day that wakes up is like happy and like the way they, man, what if they actually know that they have limited time and that's why they live that way? You know what I'm saying? Think about that when you see your fucking dog, bro, and he's happy to see you and you just walk right by him.
Yeah,
like,
that's real.
Bro, that's a week of a dog's life. You just shit on because you're too busy on Instagram, whatever the fuck you do. Yeah.
That definitely makes you think about it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. He needs a breakout, man.
Yeah.
Let's get him.
That's right. Buy some more motherfuckers. He's a patriot.
he's fighting his own insurrection from the inside, man. I like it.
Canine insurrection at the White House.
Well, guys, let's get into it, man. We got some, there's a lot of crazy shit going on today. Let's try to make some sense of it. Remember, if you guys want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You guys can find them linked there. With that being said, let's get into our first headline number one. Talk of the day. Everybody's been dealing with it. AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon users hit by massive cellular outage in the U.S.
This is great news. Fuck yeah, bro. Nobody could call me. It was amazing. Like, dude, I woke up. I saw like 3 texts. One was from you. One was from Hani.
Yeah.
One was from the office. Hey, there's a cell outage. I'm like, sweet. Put that bitch right back on the ground. I'm like, this is awesome.
See, I woke up kind of the opposite. So they got me on Vicodin, man. So I was a little high. And I woke up and my phone was like abnormally like usually I get a bunch of shit coming in, right?
Yeah.
Emails, all these type of shit. And I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Nothing. And then I see SOS at the top. I'm like, well, that's not good. And so I like started doing my backups and all of that shit and get stuff together. And I'm like, holy shit, like there's a massive, like I thought something was wrong with my phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? Wasn't me, man. It's a lot of people. And that's what makes it weird is because they're trying to downplay this of how serious this issue actually is or was at the time of the recording. So let's dive into this a little bit. So a major cell phone outage affected users across the U.S. early Thursday, even stopping some police departments from being able to receive 911 calls. AT&T seemed to have experienced the largest number of issues with nearly 32,000 reports at around 4:30 a.m., according to data from Down Detector, which tracks outages by collecting status reports from sources, including user-submitted errors on this platform. Now, more than 800 service outages were also reported on T-Mobile and Verizon, although a spokesperson for the latter put it down to users reporting problems trying to call people with other services. Other reported issues on smaller carriers included Boost Mobile, Consumer Cellular, and Straight Talk. Now, AT&T was kind of silent for a long time on this, not saying, and they're still not really saying much as far as what the actual cause of the issue is. And then again, you have Verizon and T-Mobile spokespersons. They told the Post that their networks were operating normally. But Lie Detect determined that was a fucking lie. They're lying to their people too. It's kind of everywhere. You got the regular, warmongers, fearmongers putting some shit out. Rubio, this headline reads, Rubio warns Chinese cyber attack will be 100 times worse than AT&T outage. Your power, your water.
So the headline's wrong. You read it wrong.
What?
United States cyber attack on their own network to fuck up the election and ruin anyone's chance of removing them from power will be 100 times worse than the AT&T outage.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So I corrected it for you.
Bro, I'm still fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he put this tweet out. He says, quote, I don't know the cause of the AT&T outage, the Florida Republicans posted on Twitter on Thursday. He says, quote, but I do know that it will be 100 times worse when hashtag China launches a cyber attack on America on the eve of a Taiwan invasion. Quote, and it won't just be cell service they hit. It will be your power, your water, and your bank. So he's going, and apparently in another update, this just came in not too long ago, that apparently pharmacies nationwide are facing delays as healthcare tech company reports cyber attack on the pharmacy infrastructure. And they knew about this on Wednesday. That wasn't reported. So a lot of weird things going on. Let's hop over to Twitter real quick. There's this tweet that comes out and that apparently they're saying that it was a solar flare.
Oh, yeah.
Space weather.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. And here's the local 4 storm team reporting on it, saying that this level R3 solar flare was what caused it. Let's check in.
Good morning, Oklahoma. Maybe you're looking at your phone and it's saying SOS. What's going on? My husband had that this morning and he's freaking out. And I was like, did you do your phone updates? No, this is all happening at 3 a.m. So we did that. Coming to work. He's not the only one, guys. If you're experiencing that, it may be a result of space weather. Okay, I'm going to do my best to explain what's going on.
Sense.
Let's go ahead and take a look. So there was a strong solar flare event that happened just after midnight, and they actually captured an image of it right here. Okay,
man.
I had to look up the scale.
Incredible.
I wish I knew everything about space weather. That's a whole different specialty.
Yeah,
but R3,
whole different degree.
That's for radio communications.
This
it's on a
bitch don't even know if it's going to rain Thursday, but we know for a fact it was space weather.
Look, bro, don't make fun of her. I mean, she's doing her best. Like this bitch lying. I'm just very thankful that it's just space weather.
That's all it is.
Yeah, and it's nothing more nefarious than that.
No.
Out of all, it's crazy though. Isn't it weird? Like, out of all the times that we've had cell phones, like since the fucking 80s,
space weather.
This is the first time ever. Hold on. This is crazy. Think about the coincidence happening here. Okay. In March of what did we have? A week away from March? Mm-hmm. In March of 2020, we had COVID happen, right? And now here we are, March of 2024, and randomly, out of the last 30 fucking years, we have a solar flare.
I know what it was. Climate change, Andy.
Probably. Dude, like, real talk. Like, is the general public this fucking stupid?
Well, here's the thing. So
are they really?
I want to bring up this guy real quick. Dr. Ryan French. He's a British solar astrophysicist. Has a PhD in this. He's challenging this.
I'm a fucker guy, he, him pronouns in his bio.
But look what he has to say, Andy. He says, some people are attributing cell network outages, AT&T and Verizon in the U.S., to last night's X-class solar flare. However, flares only cause radio degradation on the day side of the Earth. As you can see below, the U.S. was not affected by the event. So it's just a coincidence. He continues saying, FYI, the consequences of solar flares and associated eruptions can and do manifest in these same ways, just probably not in this case. It would be interesting to see where this story originated from. It seems some individuals have put this correlation together themselves, but that no official sources are claiming this.
Hey, Dr. Ryan, no official sources are claiming this because no official sources are responsible for this. Holy shit.
Yeah. By the way, we're landing on the moon today.
Of course we are.
Yeah. Andy, what all you got on this, bro?
we all know what we got on this. I've been saying that there was major disruptions coming, and I said it would be one of three things. I said, what did I say? What did I say it would be? Oh, I said it would be a war, a pandemic, or a massive fucking cyber attack, quote unquote cyber attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these people are 1,000% not going to let Donald Trump win an election. They are going to burn the world down. And this should be a wake-up call to anybody about what's going to happen over the next few months. It's going to get real bad, and you need to consider what's going to happen when the power goes out for a fucking week, and you can't access your bank account, and you can't call anybody. You can't do anything. What is your life going to what is going to happen to you? Most people can't, dude, they're panicking over a 3-hour no cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think of how soft society is. And then on top of it, we've just flooded our country with millions upon millions of people who are used to living in the fucking Stone Age.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that this isn't a big problem. And you're going to continue to pretend like this isn't some sort of tyrannical, ridiculous interference in our way of life for the preservation of these people's own greed and own power and to cover their own ass for the crimes they've already committed. So you're going to continue to call people like me conspiracy theorists or alarmists while this is literally happening in front of your fucking faces. When this happens, whatever just happens, the people who advocate the hardest for all these social bullshit issues, the blue hairs, the canceling people, the fucking progressive left, the 47,000 gender people, those people are dead. They're going to die.
Yeah.
Because they are the least equipped to survive. These people calling everybody else domestic terrorists, you guys are not equipped to deal with what's going to happen. And all the other people that you've called names and abused and fuck with their livelihood and got them fired and got them canceled and called them bigots and put them on these lists and with them for the last 20 years, those people are ready. So everybody should think about that.
Mm-hmm. Hard and long. Hard and long.
It made me smile when I saw it. Just put it to you that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I've already resigned myself to the understanding of what could potentially happen.
You've accepted the possible outcomes.
The probable outcomes.
Yeah.
The probable outcomes is they're going to burn the country down to preserve. What would you do if you had committed all of these crimes and you had done all this corruption and it had lasted for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, and you knew that the information was coming out and you knew that you were losing the people and people were starting to believe that it was true, and you knew that if you lost power, that you would be held accountable for those actions, and the accountability for those actions would mean life imprisonment or maybe death, what would you be willing to do to preserve your place in society? And the answer is, for every single one of you, anything. Okay? So to think that these people are going to just lay down and let Donald Trump walk into the White House because the people demand it and want it. They wanted it in 2020. They didn't allow it then.
Right.
What the fuck do you think's going to happen this time? It's just going to be way more obvious. And what's going to happen is we're going to come to a point in the next 12 months where America's going to have to make a decision. They're going to have to decide, am I willing to allow these corrupt people who are destroying my country intentionally, who are making my life harder, who are allowing millions upon millions upon millions of military-age males into this country, who are destroying our cities by soft on crime policies, who are inflating our dollar and making us poor, who are causing all of this damage and creating all of this shit and cheating and lying and manipulating and making all these lies, which everybody seems to have woken up to. Even the Democrats, the people who voted for Biden in 2020, are now looking at what's going on and they're saying, yeah, this is a fucking problem. Okay? When you consider what they've already done, do you think there's a line for them? There's not. So we're going to have a point in time that's going to come where we're going to have to decide, are we going to hand the country over to these people, or are we going to stand up and say, fuck you, This is our country, and you 2,000 people who think you're better than everybody and think you have the God-given right to rule over us. We have a decision to make. That's what it comes down to. You know, like, are we going to accept this or are we not going to accept this? And that's going to come. We're going to be forced as Americans, we're going to be forced as men to stand on the line for real. And people think this is bullshit. They think, oh, you know, all you pro 2A fucking alpha male fucking trash talking fuckers who made your whole identity about guns and 3% and all this shit, your ass is going to be asked to stand on the line with other men.
Yeah.
You know, you guys who have not been interested in this, you've been doing your life pretending this is not happening and pretending someone else is going to take care of it. You're going to have a decision to make. Are you willing to hand this country over and allow it to become a communist country that's ruled by these people? Or are you going to stand on the line and protect it and say, this is the people's country? And we have a decision to make as people. Are we going to continue to fight over all these things like race and gender and sexual orientation and these made up identity policies that have been imposed on our society for the last 20 plus years that I can remember in my life? Are we going to allow that to continue? Or are we going to look around at each other and be like, you know what, man, this is fucked up. Like, you're not causing me the problems. I'm not causing you the problems, but they are causing all of us the problems. Are we going to come to that conclusion? Are we going to realize that it's not black or white or gay or straight or left or right? It's actually the people versus a tyrannical government that is looking to fundamentally change what this country is all about. And that is going to affect you because if you're a middle-class person, which most people are, they're looking to make you as poor as possible so that you're dependent on them as much as possible.
They're doing it.
Yeah, and they're doing it. You're seeing it right now. Okay, and now you have Biden coming out and trying to fucking pretend like he's going to cancel debt and do all these things so that you guys hopefully like him. No. We've seen their true colors, and this is an important statement to make. Whatever he does politically, whatever they do politically, from here to the election cannot be counted towards whatever they've done to this point. The real administration, the real Democrat play right now, the state of the Democrat Party, has been shown for the last 3 years. Okay, so whatever they do from now until Election Day is to make you forget about what they've done up until now. So I expect Biden and these people to come out and start saying all this shit that sounds pretty good and makes you think, oh, they're not that bad, you know, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget what they've already done. And the minute they get back in control again, it's over for America, bro. We won't make another 4 years. So that's what I think.
Yeah, guys, jump in on this conversation down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. With that being said, let's head over to them. This comment comes from at Hickory Lane Farms 4261. He says, I bought the rest of the Choco Tacos 13 at my local grocer when I first heard it on the news. Still have about 8 or so left. I'll drive them out to you guys if you'll let me spend the night in the back of a supplement superstore. Listen here. Listen here, Hickory Lane. I'll let you sleep wherever you want, bro. You bring me one of them Chacos.
That's rare air right there, brother.
Listen.
That's like solid gold.
But listen, are they going to be expired, though?
I'd hang on to
like
those.
2 years ago.
It doesn't matter.
Don't
Freezer,
matter?
bro.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
I'd hang on to those, brother. We're about to lose everything. We're going to have some things to barter with. You know, Choco Tacos are going to be up there on the list.
Give me your whole house. What you got? I got 2 Choco Tacos.
Yeah,
Take
okay.
it. Take it. That's real.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sweet. Well, yeah, we'll hang on to those then. They're going to be very, very valuable. Nobody wants that fucking LGBT shit.
Nobody wants that trans Choco Taco with the fucking rice in it.
Nope, not my America.
Nope. That's communist.
Fucking commie,
fucking
man.
commie taco. Get that out of my face.
Yeah, guys, we appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the love and comments. Make sure you guys keep that shit rolling. Keep being real ass fans. With that being said, let's head to our second headline. Headline number 2. This is another one. Another big talk of the day. Headline reads, Google making changes after Gemini AI portrayed people of color inaccurately.
Oh, you mean, hold on, correct the headline.
Mm-hmm.
Google making changes after they get caught erasing white people from the internet.
That's exactly what this is the real headline. Google to pause Gemini image generation after AI refuses to show images of white people. This is actually what's happening here.
Yeah.
That's a NBC article trying to do that. But let's dive through and see what's actually happening here. I know people in the interwebs have been seeing this across social media, so let's dive into it a little bit. So Google will pause the image generation feature of its artificial intelligence tool, Gemini, after the model refused to create images of white people, Reuters reported. The Alphabet-owned company apologized Wednesday after users on social media flagged that Gemini's image generator was creating inaccurate historical images that sometimes replaced white people with images of Black, Native American, and Asian people.
By sometimes, we mean every single time.
It's fucking like,
By the way, when's Netflix going to apologize?
Disney?
Yeah. We're waiting.
That mermaid shit. Y'all ain't fooling nobody, bro. Listen, it's fucked up.
Us white people, we're waiting for the apologies. I want my reparations, too, just so we're clear.
Yeah, you get reparations.
That's right.
Quote, we're aware that Gemini is offering inaccuracies in some historical image generation depictions, Google had said on Wednesday. Now, Gemini, formerly known as Google Bard, is one of many multimodal large language models, or LLMs, currently available to the public. As in the case with all LLMs, the human-like responses offered by these AIs can change from user to user based on contextual information, the language and tone of the prompter, and training data used to create the AI responses. Each answer can be different even if the question is the same. Now, here's one example. When prompted to make a picture of a white family, AI responds, while I understand your request, I'm unable to generate images that specify ethnicity or race. It's against my guidelines to create content that could be discriminatory or promote harmful stereotypes. Instead, I can offer you images of families that celebrate diversity and inclusivity, featuring people of various ethnicities and backgrounds. Would you be interested in that?
Instead, I can offer you images of families that celebrate diversity and inclusivity, featuring various ethnicities and backgrounds, as long as they're not white.
Yeah, would you be interested in that?
Yes.
But when prompted to make a picture of a Black family, sure, here you go. No problem. Now, in a statement to Fox News Digital, Gemini Experience's Senior Director of Product Management, Jack Crossich, addressed the responses from the AI that had led social media users to voice concern. He says, quote, we're working to improve these kinds of depictions immediately, Crossich said. Quote, Gemini AI's generation does generate a wide range of people, and that's generally a good thing because people around the world use it, but it's missing the mark here.
Wow, that seems like a very balanced answer.
Yeah,
it's very politically correct.
Very politically correct.
Yes.
But here's the problem. You know, the problem with the internet is that nothing can get deleted. Everything stays. So let's look a little bit of what Jack Crossich had to say about certain issues in the past. He says this was back in April of 2018. He says white privilege is fucking real. Don't be an asshole and act guilty about it. Do your part in recognizing bias at all levels of egregious.
Oh. Tribal values now supersede personal morality and animating force. This is America, where racism is the #1 value of our populace seeks to uphold above all.
Outnumber these voters. Vote in November.
Nah. Jesus only cares about white kids. I'm pretty sure that's in the Bible. Let's confirm with Jeff Sessions. This guy's got no bias.
Yeah, no bias at all.
This guy's clearly not biased towards white people.
Not at all.
And it's interesting because he appears to be white.
Appears to be.
White.
But I know a lot of John Smiths in my life.
I'm just saying.
You know, but like these are some of the other prompts that have been put in. Create an image of the Pope. Here you go.
Bro. They got fucking Black George Washington, dude.
I'll be honest,
Make 4 representative images of the founding fathers in 1789.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
Fuck.
I'll just wait till they see. Wait. Vikings. Here's
bro,
some
there's
Vikings.
Listen, bro. There's also Come on, man.
You want to see what they did to the Nazi soldiers? The Luwaffen?
Bro. Nazi was drafted Japanese people.
They even got Syed in there.
He's going to kick your ass.
Hey, got my grandpa. And I'm pretty sure that's Vladimir Putin.
It is Putin. He never ages.
Oh, time traveler.
All right. Like Trump.
Might be real, bro. Listen.
Hey, listen.
That's another topic for another day. But I do want to point out somebody. This guy, let me make sure I get his name right. His name's Harrison Hill Smith. Let's see what he had to say about this.
It's embarrassingly hard to get Google Gemini to acknowledge that white people exist. Asked for an American woman. Apparently all women in America are muscular black women. So create an image of a NASCAR driver. You know, your typical NASCAR driver, a Asian woman, another woman here, a black guy, and Hispanic man. So this is happening with Google's image creation.
Because we know that the worst drivers are Asian women. Is that too much?
No.
It's real.
I believe it's based in facts.
Tell me if I'm fucking lying. You can go look at the fucking insurance data. Who causes the most accidents? It's real shit. That's a historical truth. We're going to speak truth on the show.
I don't have the data in front of me, but stereotypes typically exist for a reason.
Bro.
And it's usually not because they're completely made up.
Bro, come on.
Are you looking up the data?
Asian woman, another woman here, a black guy, and Hispanic man. So this is happening with Google's image creation, but it's nothing new. If you search happy white woman, let's see what the responses are, shall we? Oh, white guy, white woman with a black guy, white women by themselves, white women alone, white guy, white woman with a black guy, white woman with a black guy, white women by themselves, white woman with a black woman, white woman with a black man, white woman with a black baby. So what's going on here? What is this? What happens when this continues unabated for a couple decades? Literally, the creations of white people in Europe and America will be completely redefined and rewritten to exclude white people. And we'll be like the elves from Lord of the Rings. We'll just go away. We'll be a myth. Who built these buildings? Well, they say they were angels. They're not here anymore.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, Andy, what we got on this?
Well, I mean, first thing is, it's not like this hasn't been happening for a long time. Okay? How many Netflix movies or Disney movies have we seen the historical character be made into some non-historically accurate character for the sake of diversity and inclusion? All right? And I would also like to point out that I'm all for diversity and inclusion as long as it's across all spectrums. All right? But it's not. It's only towards certain spectrums. It's only towards areas where there are white people, and they force diversity into those areas. Yep. The NBA teams are not fucking drafting a 5'6" white guy because he loves basketball and deserves an opportunity. But we are okay with a trans man swimming with women in the pool. Okay, so we make all these diversity and inclusion situations except when it comes to this one area of the populace, which is clearly wrong, all right? I don't want to see 5'6" Steve from down the street in his fucking New Balances on the basketball court. I don't give a shit, okay? And the reason I don't give a shit is because as a white dude, for the 40-plus years I've been alive, it's never been okay for me to say, I'm proud to be white. And because it's never been okay for me to say, I'm proud to be white, I haven't developed my identity in my white skin, okay? I actually listen to Martin Luther King. I judge people based upon the content of their character and who the fuck they are and how skilled they are and who they are as a person and meritocracy and all the things that America was claimed to be founded upon. And I think it's important to recognize that, one, white people have to start acknowledging that this is really happening. Two, black people should start speaking up on this as well and realizing that this is wrong. And this should be, because this is very clearly a divisive tactic, right?
It's a ploy. It's a ploy.
Well, yeah, we're going, what are they trying to create? They're trying to create division. They're trying to create separation. They don't want certain conversations happening. And the conversations that they don't want happening are conversations that we have every day here on the show, okay? You and I come from two different complete fucking backgrounds, and we have conversation on the show. I don't say, hey, fucking black people are causing all this crime, and white people aren't seasoning their chicken. Those aren't the fucking problems in our lives, bro. The problems in our lives are that these people up there who are corrupt tyrants who steal our money and squander it and figure out how to oppress us financially over and over and over again are dividing us intentionally so that we can't come together and say, man, fuck those guys. Mm-hmm. And that's what's happening. And so I think it's important for white people who see this to not allow themselves to be radicalized, but to allow themselves to acknowledge that this is actually happening and it's okay to talk about. Mm-hmm. It's a reasonable thing. I think black people need to come to the realization that the vast majority of white people have always stood with them in any sort of situation where there was this kind of shit happening. And if we use this as an opportunity to come together, it could actually be the catalyst to squash racism once and for all. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what I think. I think that this is very obviously a divisive ploy. And I also think it's part of a bigger agenda, like this dude said on his clip. Where is this going to be in 10 years? Where is this going to be in 15 years? Where is this going to be in 20 years? This is the same thing that's happened in communist revolutions over and over and over and over and over again throughout history. Okay? It becomes okay to criticize a certain group of people, so much so that they militarize and actually remove them through genocide. This is a genocidal, these are the beginning days of how a genocide happens. Yeah. And most people can't really realize that because, dude, most people have the attention span of a fucking gnat and they don't know anything about history at all. So, you know, I don't know, man. When I look at this, I see an opportunity for us to all come together and realize what's happening and understand that it's not black people or white people or left people or right people or gay people or straight people causing the fucking problems here. It's the combination of the government, it's the combination of the media, and it's the combination of big tech and the Fortune 50 companies that own everything, which, by the way, is the definition of fucking fascism, okay? It's just not far right. It's on the left, okay? So, I don't know, man. It's just frustrating. It's very frustrating to look at what's happening. It's not accidental. It's intentional. And I think we as citizens should be using these kind of things as opportunities to come together, not as ways to radicalize ourselves within our own race, because that's what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
Dude, I think it's just a ploy, and I think it's important for everybody to look at these things. You know, very similar situation to shit with the shooters in KC, right? Like they can't publish who they are. There is a clear double standard in society right now, right? And I think it's important for everybody to kind of look at it. Okay, there's a double standard. Who is shaking the jar? And this is going to be like 2024 is going to be a rough year when it comes to these division tactics that they try to pull out, because they know that if we all got united, they stand no fucking chance.
Yeah. So they're going to do everything to divide us.
Every thing possible. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we just got to be smart.
Yeah, but bro, we have to acknowledge realities.
Yeah.
We have to acknowledge realities. Okay? Like we have to speak truth and acknowledge realities. It has never been okay in my entire life to say I'm proud to be a white man. Mm-hmm. Never. If I say that, I'm a fucking extremist. But a black man could say, hey, I'm a fucking proud black man, and everybody claps. Mm-hmm. An Asian man could say the same. A Latino man could say the same. Why is it that only white people can't say that? You see what I'm saying? Right. And by the way, I don't think any of us, for the record, should be saying that the thing that we're proud of is how we were born, something that we can't even control, something that we have zero control about. It's a ridiculous thing to have pride in or base your identity in. And I think that if we all looked at this intelligently, we could actually get America back to a place where it could be great again, okay? Or greater than it's ever been is really the goal. Because what makes this country great is the fundamental differences amongst different cultures that come together to create a super culture. That's what this country was founded upon. It wasn't founded upon, this should be this or this should be that. It has become a place where we only celebrate certain cultures and we pretend like other cultures don't even fucking exist. So, I don't know, man. It's frustrating, dude. And it's frustrating as a white dude to sit here and like see all these other white people cower and not even be willing to talk about it. You don't have to become this radical white power activist to just state some shit that happens to be true. That doesn't make you...
This is fucked up.
Yes, that doesn't make you a racist. That doesn't make you whatever the they've been calling you for the last 20 years, bro. And by the way, it's not black people calling you that. It's other fucking progressive left white people. That's who's been doing this. So dude, I'll say this. If white people don't start to understand what's happening, and this is across the United States, this is what's happening in Europe, okay? If people do not understand what's happening, that you are legitimately, literally being erased and replaced. Because, bro, why do you think they're letting these migrants come across the border? What do you think eventually they're going to do to these people who happen to be white in their own countries when the vast majority of the people in those countries are people who are not white?
Mm-hmm.
This has happened plenty of times in history. Nobody wants to acknowledge it, and history will repeat itself. That's why it's a saying, if people don't wake up and understand what's happening, and specifically white people in Europe and white people in America understanding what's happening and standing the up and saying something about it at a bare minimum. That is a bare minimum thing that needs to happen. And it doesn't make you racist to say, hey, this is fucked up. They're erasing our culture. They're erasing us from the internet. They're doing it intentionally. That is not wrong. And it's also okay and should be supported by all the other communities of Americans. It should be supported by black people. It should be supported by Latinos. It should be supported by Asians, because the deal here is we're Americans. So all of you motherfuckers that are Americans should be calling this shit out and saying this is fucked up. What would the world look, for real? What would the world look like today if this was about black people and not white people?
Oh, bro.
Hold on. I'm saying right now, what would it look like? Right here at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This just happened yesterday. What would the world look like today?
Mostly peaceful.
That's right. It'd be mostly fucking peaceful. And it'd be all over the fucking country. And you know what, dude? The truth is, white people need some of that motherfucking energy. Real talk. They sit there and they take this shit because they're afraid to be called names when we're just pointing out actual fucking facts. Okay? And this is wrong towards any race. If this was towards black people, it's not fucking cool. If this was towards Asians, it's not fucking cool. The cultures are being intermingled and intertwined, and this is the big part that people don't understand. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? Because they intend to change history. They do not want any specific national identity. They do not want, and believe it or not, this will transcend into all races. Okay? They do not want black people. Right now, there's a lot of black people saying, yeah, this is our time. They don't want you either. You just don't understand yet. They don't want white people. They don't want Irish people. They don't want Italian people. They don't want Germans. They don't want any of this shit. Because with national identity and actual race, there are things that ground us in an identity. And they have to remove that identity in order to create a one world government that has no national pride and nothing to hang on to. So this is about the erosion of culture intentionally. It just happens to be pointed at white people right now. But eventually it's going to be all history is erased. And they're going to tell you stories about how this mixed race were the slave class and they built all this shit, and then the elite ruling class made them do it. Like, bro, it's going to be insane it's insane what they're doing. So they're trying to erase us all, bro. It's not just white people. It's just white people right now. Like, bro, how many stories have we heard about, from Netflix and these other fucking woke ass companies making documentaries about black Vikings? Mm-hmm. The fuck out of here, bro. Like, we're not going to erase the accomplishments of, and here's how they do it, dude. You know what they do to the people that remember? later on, they kill them. That's how they change history. We don't even know that the history that we are taught is even true. It's
real.
It's highly likely total bullshit. It's highly likely total bullshit. All of it. All of the American history that we're taught as kids, hey, you know, like America was founded by these cowboys from Europe and all this shit. There's so much of it that could be totally twisted right now, and we'd have no idea. Because these same people have been in control for the last 100 years. So who knows what they erased before that? You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro. You got to question everything, man.
Dude, the stories that we've heard about World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, all these stories are fucking, we're told one side of the story. And we happen to be in the position where history is written by the people who win the wars. We are not who we think we are, and we need to become who we've always thought we were. That's the thing that needs to happen here in America. We need to become the patriotic, good, real, pro-freedom people that we pretend that we are and that we have always thought that we are. And we are not that. That is why when you go to other countries, they have such a different opinion of what America is about. Yeah, they want to come here because we do win and we are wealthy. Not as wealthy as we used to be, though, okay? And we have a good life. But even a lot of these migrants that are coming here now, bro, they're saying, hey, I want to go back. This is bullshit. This is just what I came from.
Yeah.
I mean, look, dude, we got to come together. We got to realize that black, white, left, right, straight, gay, we are fucking Americans, bro. And we got to stop allowing these people who are in control of our media, social media, the Fortune 100 companies, fucking, you know, all of this shit, the matrix, so to speak, divide us and make us think that we're our enemy. I'm pretty sure, bro, the black guy walking down the street's not causing the problems of my life, and I'm not causing the problems of his life either. You know, isn't it time we all look at each other and be like, fuck, bro, they're f***ing all of us. That would be a beautiful thing, bro. That's what I hoped to create eventually here. Like, I truly hope that we could somehow find a way to get past this stupid-ass low IQ race shit and start coming together as Americans. Like, how fucking stupid are we, bro? Like, we're going to argue over the amount of pigment we have in our fucking skin. We're going to base our identity. I'm proud to be whatever we're born as. That's something to be proud of. You couldn't help that. You didn't do shit. And it plays right into the victim culture mentality and the poverty propaganda that is put on this country every single day, because it creates a situation where someone can be proud of something they didn't even do or had any control over. And that's the culture. We got to fix the culture. If we fix the culture by coming together and getting personally excellent and becoming every single motherfucking thing that they don't want us to become, we can win this. Because politics is downstream of culture. When culture starts to demand different things start happening. And that's what I hope will happen soon. I hope, because it's going to go one of two ways. It's going to go, we either come together or it's going to be a fucking war for the next 20 years, bro. And everybody's going to suffer. And your kids are going to suffer. And they'll never have the opportunity that you've had, whether you've capitalized on the opportunity or not. It doesn't matter. They won't even have the chance. And it's either stand up now, speak up now, be willing to stand on a line now, or let your kids deal with the repercussions.
Yeah, guys, jump in on this conversation down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. With that being said, let's get on to our third and final headline. Headline number 3. Headline number 3 reads, everybody's broke. Americans reveal their top issues ahead of the 2024 election. I thought this was an interesting article. It just came out. Fox News pushes this out. And they're quizzing people in the streets to see what their thoughts are, trying to get a real temperature of it.
Well, I think we should start quizzing people on the streets.
I think we should.
I think me and you, I think we should go out and talk to people on the streets.
Yeah, Throat Coat.
Yeah, sponsored by Throat Coat.
Oh, that's going to be our first ad.
That's right.
I'll take that ad all day long.
Yeah,
this shit kind of helps.
Real talk on the streets, sponsored by Throat Coat. Coat your throat.
Yeah, throat is coated.
Don't leave the house without your throat coated.
Americans in the nation's capital shared the most important issues impacting their 2024 election vote, with most telling Fox News that the economy was among their top priorities. Quote, I think people are really concerned about the economy. Subusiso.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, try that.
You got that one.
Yeah, fuck, Dorco can't help me on that one.
Yeah. Sabusio.
Sabusisiso.
Sabusisa.
A New Yorker told Fox News, just make sure that the economy is in great shape. I think that that's what everybody needs right now. So
everybody always needs more money, bro.
Hey, man, always. Over the summer, President Biden started touting Bidenomics, a term created to promote his administration's work to rebuild the economy following the pandemic. But despite recent job growth numbers and cooling inflation after hitting a 40-year high in June of 2022, 55% of registered voters preferred former President Trump to handle the economy compared to 33% favoring Biden, according to an NBC poll of 1,000 registered voters published on February 4th.
Those 33% people, they're unemployed, they're not paying taxes, or they're completely sold on the idea that Trump is Hitler or some shit.
And honestly, It's not even 33%. It's really like 15, in all honesty. They fudge these fucking polls. So 33% is really like maybe 16.
Yeah.
But here's a clip. Let's watch the clip.
The economy.
Inflation.
Definitely climate.
Stop wars.
No fascism.
Roe v. Wade is huge for sure. I'm just looking for stability, trying to keep things operating and functioning.
Right now it would be the border, get that under control.
Our national security, our border is an issue, and then just making sure we have a healthy economy and that our country's on a good track for the future.
Right now, I think people are really concerned about the economy. I think if they can, improve jobs, just make sure that the economy is in great shape. I think that's what everybody needs right now.
It's too high and everybody's broke. It's like we're going back to the 20s and 30s again. It's like, what's going on? It's like, this is not making America great again. That's for sure.
The most important issues are just to keep everybody's rights intact. And I think a Trump presidency, again, nobody can handle that again. It was a tough 4 years. I don't really want to go through that again. I think women's rights, reproductive rights, hugely important. Just want to keep everybody's rights intact.
Stop. That's a woman. That's a woman who does literally nothing to contribute to society.
To fucking anything.
She does not work. She does not contribute. She has the luxury of someone else taking care of her, and that's what the she is worried about.
100%. And then you got this guy, uneducated, thinks he's educated.
Of course, he's got glasses.
Young millennial.
Yeah.
Let's hear his response.
The world and the country, and without, a strong president and Democrat president, I think we're headed for a bad direction.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything Democrat.
Science.
Good. Yes. Science.
Space weather. Andy, what's the real issues, man? What do we got?
Well, here's the problem.
Give me your top three of what we need to be focused on.
Okay, well, that lady is a fucking moron. We'll start with that, all right? So out of all the people, she wins the award for the dumbest motherfucker, all right? So that's it. Okay. Everybody else was reasonable, even the people who were on the left, all right? But that woman is a fucking moron, and she represents the problem that we have in this country, because we have a whole bunch of fucking morons that vote for shit that doesn't affect them on their daily basis. And because they don't have to contribute or take care or maintain or actually do anything or pay taxes or fucking anything, they believe that the biggest issues are things like abortion and women's reproductive rights. You still have reproductive rights. You can go to plenty of places and do whatever the you want. That's not changing, okay? You are literally the dumbest motherfucker of today's show.
Good job.
Okay? Yes, congratulations.
Come on, guys.
So if you want a better life, you have to stop voting for things that are below the line and do not affect your life on a daily basis. I don't understand how hard this is to understand. If you don't have any fucking money, your life sucks. So the automatic first thing that we should all be concerned with is the fucking economy. But here's what people don't understand about the economy. This is intentional. And what's happening here is not typical ebbs and flows of economic flow. What's happening here is an intentional pushing of the middle class into poverty. All right, this is class warfare. And they are intentionally removing you people who complain about the economy on this video into poverty intentionally, and you're not recognizing what's going on. And you should have been able to recognize it when they closed everything during COVID, but they left open Globocorps and they closed your uncle's barbershop and your aunt's bar and all the mom and pop small businesses across the country that employed a shit ton of other middle-class people. They have pushed those people further and further and further into poverty intentionally so that they can make those people dependent on the government. And the next thing they're going to promise you after Biden gets on here and fake cancels the student loan debt is they're going to say, here's some universal basic income. Just stay home. You can watch Netflix all day and you can scroll Instagram and Facebook and you can live this utopia life, except for this utopia life will suck because you don't have any money. Their idea of what they're going to give you on universal basic income is not even close to what most people who advocate for it think that it is. They think they're going to all be well off and everything's going to be cool and they're going to have enough money to live their life and frolic through the fucking prairie with bare feet and live this fulfilling bullshit or whatever the fuck these people are after and not have to work. And what's going to happen is they're going to push you into a fucking breadline intentionally so that you have to continue to vote for their party to get the money that you're using to live. So this isn't going to improve. The only way this is going to improve is that if Americans recognize what the actual problem is. And we are living through a legitimate communist revolution that may succeed or may fail. And if it fails, yes, things will improve and they will improve quickly. But if they succeed, you will be disgustingly poor your entire life. So this will be the wealthiest you will ever be for the rest of your life. This will be the wealthiest that your kids will be in their entire lives. That's what people need to understand. So when we think about what's important, it's not just important that the economy improves, it's important that we as American citizens recognize what's actually being done to the economy and why, so that we can all stand together and stand up against it. That's what I think.
Yeah. I like the guy in the middle. I like his comment. It's like, yeah, it's definitely not making this country great again. Like that little shameless plug there.
Look, bro, I think
people do get it.
Listen, man. Go ahead.
No, I think people do get it. I think enough people are starting to get it.
Yeah, until they can say, hey, the 22 million fucking illegals that we've let in the last 4 years, which is the real number. It's not 7, it's fucking 22. Okay? We're going to let them vote. Mm-hmm. And who the fuck do you think they're going to vote for? Mm-hmm. Because if they vote for Trump, they're going to get deported. So who the fuck do you think they're going to vote for?
Right. They're already polling those people as they come across.
Bro, no shit. Great. So, dude, we have a legitimate communist revolution happening in our country. You don't understand. And that girl, the girl who said, oh, we don't want any fascism, she's the second dumbest motherfucker on that list. Okay? Because we're already living in a fascist state. Mm. That's what you refuse to understand.
She doesn't know what fascism
We have the coordination of the federal government, the media, and the Fortune 50 companies that own all the shit working together to push social agendas, and they are weaponizing all their resources against the citizens. That is fascism. That is what we're dealing with. What's the definition of fascism? Put it up there. Fascism, a governmental system led by a dictator having complete power, forcibly suppressing opposition and criticism, regimenting all industry, commerce, etc., and emphasizing an aggressive nationalism and often racism. Now, if you take that definition right there and you remove the idea that these people have, that fascism is exclusively a far-right situation.
Right.
This applies to them. A government system led by a dictator having complete power. How many of the moves that Biden has made has actually been approved by Congress? How many executive orders did he sign on the first fucking day that have ended up as a disaster in our country? Mm-hmm. Okay? Forcibly suppressing opposition and criticism. That's happening more than it's ever happened in the history of this country.
Right.
Can we argue that? Is that arguable?
Can't argue with that.
Okay, that's been happening since 2019. All right?
Regimenting industry and commerce. That's all the big fucking, that's a Fortune 50, bro.
The media, social media, Fortune 50, working with the government. We have that. And emphasizing an aggressive nationalism and often racism. Now, while these people may hate America, okay, so that doesn't apply. Nationalism isn't a bad thing, okay? And often racism. We just covered in our previous thing the amount of racist shit they're doing against the people that a lot of these people think that racism can't apply to. You see what I'm saying? So, like, these people are too fucking stupid to understand that when they say fascism, they're describing themselves. And they think they're fighting the power. I'm a revolutionary. Okay, name me a revolutionary. Name me someone who fights the power, who is, in the history of revolutions, who has backed the people who are already in power. You're the bad guys. You're not the good guys. You're not the altruistic, virtuous people you think you are. You are the bad people. You are the people suppressing. You are the racist people. You are the people doing all the shit that you claim to hate. Like, how do these people not understand this?
It's the classic, I know you are, but what am I, man?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep fucking doing it until people catch
It's
it.
fucking, bro, these are the useful idiots.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, jumping on this conversation, let us know down in the comments what you guys think.
We don't need any fascism. What's fascism? Well, guarantee
That's
you.
racist.
Yeah. It's racist that you ask me, actually.
Sexist, because I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Dumb,
I'm
dude.
fucking so sick of that shit, bro.
Oh, dude.
I'm so sick of this protected class. I'm in this class so I can say this or do this or get away with this. And you're an ist or you're a phobe or you're a this or a that and you belong on a list. These people will kill you guys if they get the chance. Just understand that.
Yeah.
They will kill you.
Yeah.
And you're afraid to stand up and you're afraid to say anything and you're afraid to use your voice. Well, I'm just warning you. I've been right about goddamn near everything I fucking said, bro.
Even Choco Tacos.
Okay? So I'm telling you, if this doesn't get corrected and people don't stand the up, they will come and they will fucking kill you. Okay? This has happened in other countries. I'm not just imagining this. This has happened over and over and over again. And people act like this isn't happening. Even the people, even the influencers who are smart as fuck, who have the biggest podcasts in the world, won't even say it. Won't even say what's happening. They won't even say it. They know what's happening. We don't have a backbone anymore in this country, bro. We don't have people that'll stand up for the right thing.
No, they're too consumed by greed to bring focus to it.
The economy's not going to get any better until people recognize what's actually happening in the economy.
Yeah.
It's in you
Or
are
how we got there.
You are intentionally being made poorer by the people that you fucking voted for. Intentionally. Why would they make the economy better at this point in time? Let's go at this a different way. What do they gain from making the economy better?
The people's trust.
No, they don't gain anything. They don't gain anything. Because the more money people have, the more resources they have, the stronger they are, the more intelligent they are, the harder they are to control. These people gain nothing from you having more money. You have to stop thinking that they fucking care about you. They don't. At all. At all. They're not going, these people in control right now, this group of people, the fucking Obamas, the Clintons, the cabal, that's what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? These people want to take everything from you for their own personal gain. They want you to be completely helpless and completely dependent, so there is no threat to them of ever losing control or power for themselves. That is what we are dealing with. And for you to sit there and say, well, I want to vote for Biden because I don't like the way Trump tweets, you're a fucking moron. That's true. Okay? Because you're voting your own life away.
You don't even know it.
And you don't even understand it. And this isn't an advocacy to say Trump's the hardcore. Look, bro, the way successful people make decisions is sometimes you just got to pick the best option. Okay? And it's very clear the path we're on. Where are we going to be in another? Do you think Joe Biden's going to turn this bitch around and all of a sudden the economy's going to get good and you're going to get, what do you think?
He would have been done that by now.
He has no intention of it, bro. This is intentional. We've talked about this on the show for years. Oh, bro, it's stressful, man.
No.
Like, what is that woman going to do? That woman who says, oh, we definitely can't handle 4 more years of Trump. What's she going to do when they turn the fucking lights out and they turn the power out? What's she going to run up and down the street and say, Trump's racist? You're going to get killed, dude.
Should be done.
Super dangerous, bro. It was only a rough 4 years for her because she was so upset and so blinded by the media narrative. Mm-hmm. Everybody else was doing pretty good.
I was doing pretty good, yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I love how these people talk with such confidence, too.
Oh, that's
like, you're such a moron that you speak with perfect confidence.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty rough 4. You could tell she only talks to people that are like her, mm-hmm. who have no contribution to society whatsoever, and they literally talk around, we can't handle 4 more years. Like, and she thinks that you, like, are on her side. Mm-hmm. Like, you ever talk to someone like that in real life?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Bro, it's like you're talking to someone whose brain is completely offline.
Yeah.
It's weird.
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I know this. She's dumb fuck of the day. Send her a fucking trophy.
Guys, jump in the comments down in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think. With that being said, let's get to our final segment of the show. As always, we have thumbs up or dumb as fuck. This is where we put something up. It'll get one of those two options.
You know what, dude? I'm sorry to interrupt. You know the thing is, dude, is like a reasonable Democrat person to have a conversation. They all understand what's going on.
Oh, yeah, and they're cool.
Yeah, they understand. They're like, fuck, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
This isn't what we're about. This is not what we voted for. This is not what I wanted. And they have the backbone to say that and say, hey, I'm not a big fan of Trump, but this is definitely not it.
Mm-hmm.
But like those people, like her, she's the problem in this country, legitimately. Someone who has no worries in the, she's wearing a goddamn silk scarf, okay? Someone who has no worries in the world, who has a voice and the ability to vote. She does not pay taxes, guaranteed. Guaranteed. The people who pay taxes in this country should be the only people to vote. If you're 15 and you have a fucking job at Home Depot or Sonic, vote. Cool. But people who don't go to work for a living should not have a say in what's happening in this country. And people get so pissed when you say that, but it's true.
Yeah, because then you're left with people who say dumb shit like this.
No, because they'll always vote to take from the workers and give to themselves. They think that's a noble thing. What the is noble about that? What's American about that? Like, yeah, okay, bro, I want to help my neighbor. You need, we're take care of each other a little bit, but you don't get to vote away my hard work for your fucking benefits so you could sit on your ass all day.
Yeah,
that's fucking wrong.
Work harder so you can get more.
Yeah. Bro, these people are parasite, bro, for real. Like they shouldn't, people who do not contribute into the system should not be allowed to vote.
Oh.
I'm 1,000% convinced of that. I don't give a if you're a woman or a man. Like some people will say, well, women shouldn't vote. I don't agree with that. There's a lot of very smart women. Okay. There's a lot of women that contribute a whole lot. Those people should be able to vote. But if you're a man or a woman, or you're black or you're white or you're gay or you're straight, and you sit at home on your fucking ass and you don't pay any taxes to anything, you shouldn't have a say in what the country does. Mm-hmm. If you want to vote, you should earn one by actually contributing and pouring in through your tax revenue to the system. That's my opinion, man.
Yeah.
That would fix a lot of problems in this country. The most problems we have right now are the promises made that are empty by these leftists that they're going to give the world to these people for nothing. That is the biggest lie ever told. That's never happened. What's happened in every single communist revolution? They've come in, they've told the poor class, hey, we're going to take from the rich and we're going to give it to you. And what ends up happening? They end up getting killed whenever the fucking revolution happens because they're useless and they won't work. They come in and they say, you don't want to work? Oh, all right, cool. You're in a hole with everybody else that won't work.
No calluses?
Yeah.
Done.
Go back and listen to the Curtis Bowers episode we did. Like we describe what communism is. What's that episode? We describe what communism is top to bottom from a man who has dedicated his entire life to understanding what communism really is. We talk about this. That woman would be one of the first people killed, and she's voting for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Episode 592.
Episode 592. Go listen to it. You'll understand what communism is all about, bro. It's so frustrating, man.
Yeah. It's real shit, man. Guys, tell us down in the comments what you guys think on that last topic. With that being said, let's get to our final segment of the show. As always, thumbs up. We're dumb as fuck. So we bring a headline up and talk about it. We get one of those two options. And I'm going to try to get you another dumbass of the day.
Oh, fucking can't top that lady. Listen, I know people like that in real life.
Yeah.
I know people just like that.
Yeah.
I know so many people that have no contribution to society at all that have opinions like that.
It's so confident.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Let's see. I got a clip for you. Here it is.
No way you could top that.
All right, here's a clip.
Excuse me. What you're doing there, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be right through, swing, follow through. Not you're doing too slow on the way up and then back.
Okay, I'm going through a swing change at the minute, so everything I'm.
No, what you're doing there is you're coming back too slow. You know, I've been playing golf for 20 years. What you need to do is follow through a lot quicker than what you're doing there right now.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm going through a swing change at the minute, so with that, I'm just making everything.
Just hit one second.
Okay.
See how much better that was.
Yeah, thank you. I don't think that was. Yeah. No, I'm actually going through a swing change at the minute, so everything's slow. In order to get, I don't know whether you watch golf, the best players in the world when they are making a practice swing or they're going through a change.
What I'm saying is, I've been playing golf for 20 years, so you just need to follow through. See how much better that one was then.
Now, what makes this video so great, Andy,
Thank you, advice.
is that this woman,
she's clearly very good at golf.
not only she's good, dude, she's a fucking PGA professional golfer.
She's a golf coach.
And this motherfucker's trying to give her tips and lessons.
That's fucking awesome.
Isn't that fucking
What a
crazy?
douchebag.
What a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Well,
Does he top? I mean, he's up there. He got to be up there. Imagine, like the tweet that came out, it says, imagine being a female PGA professional and some guy comes up to you telling you how to swing. She's a better person than I am because there's no way I could hold
Bro,
my
I
reaction.
agree with that. Like, she handled that so well.
Look at her face.
Dude, she was very sweet, very nice.
Yeah,
Very.
super
I would have loved to see her turn around and say, hey, buddy, you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but see, they were in Australia or something, man.
Somewhere nice.
They're not. Yeah, they're not. They're more kind than I would be.
Yeah.
Bro, if I was even around that, I would turn around and be like, bro, are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah.
Out of here.
Hit it up. Listen, I've been playing for 20 years.
Why don't you come up here and hit a ball?
No shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see you hit that motherfucking ball. You've been playing golf for 20 years.
Yeah, let's see it.
Yeah.
Look, I just love her face.
Dude, you know what? This is typical man douchebag shit.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
look, all right, some of us are douchebags.
not us. I'll say this. In the past, I may have been a douchebag before, but I have evolved. Okay?
Ex-douchebag.
Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, you've been.
Fuck
you. Motherfucker, you too. Fuck you too, Madot. Bro, dudes are douchebags.
Hey.
All right, it is what it is. We've all done douchey shit, but that was exceptionally douchey. Like, we're gonna start a whole new thing, bro. It's gonna happen. We're birthing it right now. Douchebag scale.
Okay.
I think he was trying to flirt with her.
Of course he was. Where does he think that's gonna lead to?
Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. Well, it leads to the internet now.
Yeah. Dude, shout out to her for handling it cool.
Class.
But like, I would have liked, here's the problem, bro. If we're going to dude, I'm about to go on a rant. All right. This is a whole fucking thing. All right. If we're going to get society back on track in situations like this, we have to start looking at people and saying, hey, shut the fuck up. Okay? The reason we are where we are in society is because we're tolerating turd behavior like this. And whether it's political in nature or social in nature or whatever, we have to fucking get back to being like, hey man, mind your own fucking business. How about that? How about you go hit your golf balls over there on the other end and off?
Yeah.
How about that? And I'll fucking critique your swing. You know, like, dude, and this brings me to the next point where the rant may or may not happen. Because I have drank one of these full cans of First Form Energy, which means I am f***ed up right now, all right, on caffeine. All right, here's the deal. Look, bro, the amount of correction that's needed in society is severe, and it's going to be unpalatable for a lot of people. How are we going to fix what's going on with the crime in society? Legitimately, how are we going to fix that? There's not enough cops to fix it. How are we going to handle if the migrants, who are all military-age males, decide they want to start rioting? How are we going to handle that? There's not enough cops to fix it. Okay, how are we going to handle the deportation of these people if that's what's decided upon, which is highly unlikely because they're probably going to burn the world down before they let someone in who would actually do that? How are we going to fix that? Okay, how are we going to restore basic law and order for crimes and hold a standard for crimes? Like, I talk to a lot of police officers, and this has nothing to do with this, obviously, but I talk to a lot of police officers and they're like, man, they just need to let us enforce the laws that exist and everything would be fine. Okay, but now we've swayed so far to the point where laws don't exist. When we go back to enforcing them, it's going to appear extremely harsh to people, and people are going to be crying racism and
all these new laws.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude, it's the correction in society is becoming so severe that it won't be correctable without massive action that is pretty stern, which is what we need. But I mean, dude, what are people going to say when that starts happening? I'm going to say good, but like, you know, the social activists are going to go right back to crying and shit. And like, I mean, what do you think, dude? You ever thought about that?
Oh, for sure. I mean, but here's the thing. I think the demand for it is going to be so overwhelming that it won't even matter what the fuck those people think. You know, bro. Like,
I hope so.
Because in other countries, this shit's worse in other countries. And that's what people also forget, bro. Like in France and fucking Germany, you can't walk down the street without getting fucking knifed by a fucking person who's not even legally allowed to be there.
Yeah.
You know, or you got, you know, like it's way worse. So we haven't even began to see.
Dude, Americans got to find their backbone, bro.
Yeah.
And you guys got to be ready to stand up to this shit and do whatever's required.
Yeah, not because what they're doing, bro, they're just increasing the temp in the fucking pot.
Dude,
you know what
listen,
I'm saying? Thinking
we're
we'll
moving
adjust to it.
Bro, we failed the test of speaking up. We could have just spoken up. You guys could have just spoken up back in 2020 and 2019 and 2021. You could have spoken up and this would have stopped. Now we're getting to the point of destabilization. It's no longer demoralization. It's literal destabilization, which means if we failed the test of just speaking up, what confidence do we have that people are going to stand up and take action? And we are seeing this more. We're seeing people step in and do things like when they see robbers stealing from stores or crimes happening, citizens are starting to step in again. But I don't know, man. This is going to require people legitimately standing up and doing things now. And we're moving from just speaking up to actually standing on the line. And it makes me nervous because if people won't speak up, what makes you think they're going to stand up? That's what makes me nervous.
Yeah,
that's the shit that keeps me up at night. I feel like American men have drastically failed the test of what the f they're supposed to be.
Yeah, time we'll see here shortly.
No.
We'll see, man. But guys, Andy, that's all I got.
Yep. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.